Uh, nah. I think we gotta wait until the end of the season to see that.
You mentioned Tyrese. How important is it that he get back to sort of that guy? You know, we saw him be big game Tyrese in some of those early big games, and he's had a little bit of a slump. How for you guys to sort of max out? How big was tonight for him to kind of get back in that swing?
I mean, every game for him is really big. Not everybody's gonna have the greatest shooting night in the world, but you know, he figures out what to do on the court when he's not making baskets. He's a really good defender on the other side of the court. He knows when to pass the ball. He knows when to set. He even sets really good screens for me when it's coming up. When I'm trying to post up on the other side, it's really good cross screens for me. I don't think he's just a shooter. I don't think he's just a scorer. I think he's actually a really good basketball player.
Nick, Cal said this team is becoming player-driven earlier than usual. Having been here for 3 years, would you agree with that, at least from your experience?
Definitely. You know, we start to be the last 2 years. We started to be player-driven when it comes to around tournament time. And to see that we're actually coaching each other this early is actually a really good thing.
You may have already mentioned, been asked this, but the 3 lobs in a row, how much fun was that? Because you guys just seem to finally break through and kind of put that thing out of reach.
Yeah, the 3 lobs in the end were really fun. Actually, you guys should think that Emmanuel, he's actually the one that did all of that for us. He's the one that called out that play for us to run. And Coach Cal, he just called it basically the last 5 possessions of the game for us to run it, and we scored every time.
Cal gave us the conditioning lecture again up there. It's not all about conditioning for you, is it? I mean, what do you attribute your improvement to?
I think conditioning is the most part of it, but I also think it's me just being in the gym every day, just working on my touches, working on hooks, jumpers with the coaches before and after practice, and on off days. So just little things like that I just got to keep.
What
going.
remains the hardest thing for you to do right now? What part of your game is still the most difficult aspect to improve on?
Just staying out of foul trouble.
When Cal was talking about conditioning and practice and stuff like that, he mentioned he's been really hard on you all lately. Who do you think he's been the hardest on?
The hardest on? Definitely EJ. He's been on EJ to condition every day, and you can see that he's actually getting better with it. He's actually been hard on everybody to do conditioning during this late in the season. I don't know why.
Yeah, he said he's been really hard on Tyrese, especially recently. Have you kind of seen Tyrese been able to handle that?
Tyrese, he's a really confident dude. He doesn't struggle with that. He knows what he is. He knows that the coach just wants him to be the best player that he could be. So he just laughs at us and just does whatever the coach tells him to do.
How frustrating
for
was
this
it?
game and watching pregame film on Vanderbilt? You played against them now, but their record. Looking at their record, does the record say that did they? I'm sorry, it's been a bad week. Their record being what it is, and you played against them. To talk about them being much better than their record shows. That's what I'm trying to say.
They are actually really better. You know, I think they're just a group of guys that just got a new coach. That's why I said earlier that in a few years, I think that with him recruiting and finding the right pieces, I think they're actually going to be one of the best teams in the SEC in a few years. If he stays there.
Sorry, how frustrating was it for you the first half compared to the second half, and what did you see how your team blossomed when you got on the court and stayed on the court?
I think whether I was on the court or not, I think the guys would have stepped it up. Everybody would have found the rhythm. Everybody would have made shots. We would have found a way to get back in the game and win it.
Nick, is there any added emotion going to Auburn because of what happened in the tournament the last time you played those guys?
We're ready for it. We're gonna go into practice knowing that it's going to be a really loud environment. We're just going to prepare for it like how we've been preparing for every other game.
I think you only played 1 minute in that tournament game. Just what
Really?
were the emotions for you that day, and how much are you kind of willing to prove yourself?
I think it's just going to be a great game for both teams. It's going to be really competitive. Whatever happens on Saturday, we're just going to see.
After the Texas Tech game, you brought up that Auburn matchup that's coming up this weekend, saying you're excited to get back into that sort of road environment and that Auburn's a fun place to play. Are you looking forward to getting back down there and seeing how you do on the road again?
Yeah, I love going to I love road games, actually. I love it more than like Ruff is a really good place to play at, but I love road games more. I love going into environments that they're against you. They're not really. They're booing you for every shot that you make, every time you check into the game. Road games are actually the best ones, actually.
You seem to really feed off the crowd at Texas Tech. Just seemed like you were kind of egging them on a little bit. That seems like something that is a newer development for you since you've been here, anyway.
I guess it's the guys that I've been around. Ashton's like that, and I've spent a lot of time with Ashton. So I guess he's the guy. So I guess he's rubbing off on me.
Nick, I'm sure you've been asked this already, but what did it mean for you all to get to honor Kobe tonight?
Kobe's the guy that, whether you played basketball or not, you knew about him. Little kids, they would play, like they would roll up a piece of paper, fade away, and throw it into the garbage can and yell out Kobe. So to have a guy like that just change the game for us and to be an inspiration for everybody, both on and off the court, he's going to be missed. He's one of the greats. He's top 5 player in my opinion. He's going to be really missed.
Nick, what are you kind of feeding off of personally?